All right, it's Hot 97, number one for hip hop. It's TT Torrez, and it is a Friday night takeover with my special guest.
It's Lebra Jolie.
Libra Jolie. So the biggest question I have for you: are you a Libra?
No, and I have to meet people. I have to tell them off the rip, like, "Hi, how are you doing? My name is Libra," and they be like, "Are you a Libra?" Before they say that, I just be like, "I'm not a Libra." Like it's like my intro every time I meet somebody.
Wow, how'd you come up with the name though?
I didn't come up with it. My mama named me that.
Really, that's your real
It's
name?
my real name. She wanted to be different. I'm actually a Cancer, but she wanted to be different. She said she wanted to give me a name nobody like have.
It's a beautiful name,
yeah,
though.
I think she was very much different.
Yeah, but correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like your first album or your first mixtape or something was called Brianna. Yeah, so I thought that was your legal name.
That was my it was like my
alter ego.
Yeah, alter ego.
Ooh.
That's what it was.
Does she still come out from time to time?
I'm gonna change her name. It was just a time, like it was a time that that name came from, like a time.
Yeah.
And that time is up.
That time is up.
Yeah, we're gonna get her another name.
So what's the alter ego like?
Okay, so Brianna was just like a money getting girl. And
but that's
I'm
you,
still a money getting girl,
essentially, right?
But it was like like
I gotta get it by any means necessary.
Sort of, kind of, yeah.
Okay, so what is the alter ego like now? Because Beyonce got Sasha Fierce,
right.
And when Sasha Fierce come on, it's sexy, it's social, right. It's like it's giving all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, like I still talk about the same stuff. I still like it's still me. I still get money,
Mm-hmm.
But it's just I want to change the name. Like,
yeah,
I can't tell you the real meaning behind the name. But basically, I gotta change the name.
Yeah,
and we good. Yeah, so we still got an alter ego. What you think I should name her?
I don't know. You're giving very like strong but sexy.
Right.
Very like bling bling. You about the look, child.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
so we
you
gotta
could
get her
just
a cute name,
like Scorpio, like a spider in the web or
right.
something like that.
So we gotta get her a cute name. Like it can't just be like like Brianna. Like nah, we gotta give it like something that's like Sasha Fierce.
Yeah.
Like we gotta give it a name where it's like not common. You know? So yeah.
So you're a new artist, but you're kind of been in the game for a minute. You've been working on your craft for a long period of time. But you just got your deal. I saw on your Instagram with Interscope. Mm-hmm. What was that like for you?
It was really it's really a dream come true. Because I've been doing it for so long, so it's like.
But you're so young still.
Yeah.
But it feels like eternity when you're in that studio.
Yeah, because I've been rapping since school, like middle school, so it's like that is a very long time, and I've always been a rapper, you know what I'm saying? And I always put out music and did shows and stuff like that, so it's been a long time, and then you kind of like watch other people, and you congratulate and watch other people, but you like, still waiting on your time, so. But I also wanted to be, I didn't want to wait this long just to get anything, so I waited a long time just for the right moment.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was very excited, to get the deal and finally I'm here.
Yeah.
But I was like, dang, new level, new devils, because like the moment everything is like super good is like always something bad. Yeah. So at my happy moment, it was something bad, but it was such a happy moment that I just, I choose not to let it take my joy because I did work so long to get here and I'm finally here.
And it's about perseverance, right? And it's about having patience. I tell people all the time, this industry is not a sprint, it's a marathon.
Right.
And just think about, we just talked about your last project. Think about the growth from that moment to where you are now.
Right.
So every day you're growing.
Right.
You're growing at a pace. As long as you're moving forward and you have a little bit of growth, you are better than the person you were yesterday. That's 10 steps ahead of the game.
Right.
And I think that's the hardest part, is just really having that perseverance and that patience to go the long way.
Right.
And then still have fun in the process.
Right. That's the fun part, because you can. Doing it for so long, like you said, like I always felt like I wasn't ready, even though other people might have thought I was ready. It's like, why she haven't signed yet, and you've been doing it but I always wanted to grow because I knew like once I get the opportunity, I really want to be ready. I want to know everything, be ready. And this, me doing it for a long time just kind of show you the consistency and the fact that I believe in myself that much that I never gave up, or, and back to what you said about the fun part, it's like, once you get down to business, once you grow and all that should be fun. I mean, all of it be fun.
You can curse.
And it be,
we can edit it out.
All right, all that should be fun. And it be like, you know, when you don't know anything. Once you start having that knowledge, then it's like, shit getting real now.
Yeah, because you got to treat it like a business.
Right.
Because it is a business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Your artistry is a business.
Right.
And you're in the business of making money. And
it's
it's like it becomes like a job,
right.
you know. But you got to hold on to the fun moments,
right? That's what
I
tried. You know, that's what I tried to do over the past weekend. Like I really wanted to sit and just soak everything in because I was like, things been moving so fast that you don't have time to celebrate. And sometimes you don't. I don't be wanting to celebrate because I want to keep my focus on the prize. Like I don't want to stop here. So if I like celebrate too long.
Yeah.
It's like I'm content with it and happy. Yeah. Like, no, like this is fine, but I want this, you know? Yeah. But sometimes you do have to stop and take those moments, those small moments, and like really congratulate yourself, you know?
Yeah, I think that's an overachiever mechanism. My therapist says that to me all the time because I'm not a celebratory person either. Yeah. I keep looking at, okay, yeah, that's cool, but what's next?
That's me.
And then you always chasing the what's next thing. That's not always healthy. It's good when you grinding and like you in the mud. But you do have to take those moments and say, damn, Lebra Jolie did that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I did that shit.
Yeah. You know, and you have to give that self-love back to yourself.
Right.
I'm learning how to do that. And I'm much older than you, but I'm still learning how to do that shit. Because I feel like, and then it becomes like, I don't think anything's ever going to be enough. I'm still going to want it.
Right. I'm like, dang, now that I'm here and people say, like, how does it feel to be signed? And I always feel bad at my response because my response is, shit, like I got more work to do. But it's like they be wanting me to, they're looking at me like excited and they want me to be like, oh my God, like I'm just so excited. It's like I'm excited. But like, now we starting, it's like, it's a circle.
Yeah.
You know, like you worked this hard to get here and now that you're here,
gotta amplify
you gotta do it again because now those people who just found out about you, they don't know what you did to get here or get signed. So you have to do it again. So I don't know, I think it's not healthy, but it also gives like, it keeps you humble.
Keeps you grounded.
Yeah.
It keeps you out there, wanting to like keep hustling.
Right.
How was your first Rolling Out performance?
You know what? It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was amazing. You know, before I was like kind of panicking. Like I'm like, oh my God,
Had
like,
the
I'm
bubble
nervous.
guts.
Yeah, like I was just so like scared and nervous. And I don't know, like soon as I like walk out and I say the first,
because New
what
York
is,
is,
ain't New
York is such a hard market though. To your defense, New York is. I can see why you're nervous because that crowd.
But that's my second time ever performing at a festival.
Wow.
Yeah, I never performed like this is the second time. So I was just like, this is different from being in a club, you know? So,
I can't wait for
15 minutes.
15 minutes, that was it.
Yeah, I'm like, I got to stand up there for 15. Okay. So, mind you, I never did it before, you know, that long. And you know, so I was just
because you've been performing in the club and it's usually one song.
2 songs, 1 song. Yeah. Like,
now you got to put a whole
dark.
show together. Yeah, people looking at you now.
Now we in the daylight. Now you have to talk to
interact with the crowd.
Yeah,
but that's what artist development comes into play, right? And I think it's important that you understand what that is. And I think you're under a good management with Baroline because she gets the artist development part. And I think that plays a big part in your who is a part of your immediate circle in developing you, because that stuff takes time in development, rehearsals, practices, you know, dance routines, all that good stuff.
It does. I think you know, when I went out there, to my surprise, people were singing it, right? And I'm looking, and I stopped for a second, because normally I like black out and I perform, and it's just like, I'm looking, but I'm like, not really, like, it's just, I turn into another person, right? The second person.
You turn into the alter ego.
And so this time, though, I stopped, and like, while I was performing, I actually looked at the crowd and looked and made eye contact, and because I was so shocked and amazed, because I was just doubting myself in the back. And when I'm walking out, I've never been never performed at Rolling Loud, never even went to the, you know,
to the show.
Yeah. So me coming out there and seeing them actually singing it and rapping it, and people who didn't know, probably they smiling, like everybody just was like, nobody was like,
they was happy to see you. Well, that means you're going to do Summer Jam one day, right?
Hopefully. I can't wait. That's one of my goals.
Exactly. We can't wait to have you on the Summer Jam stage.
It was dope. Yeah, I can't wait. That Summer Jam, I love Summer Jam. Like I watch it. I watch it just for inspiration. You know what else inspired me?
Yeah.
Battle rap.
Battle rap?
When I can't write, I just go look at battle rap.
Wow.
I love.
I
battle
wouldn't
rap.
have thought you like battle rap like
Yeah,
that.
because people think like when you say like what inspires you or whatever, people think like it's just straight music and it's not always just like
I would have thought like the Houston culture of music would have influenced you the most because y'all have had such iconic artists that have come out of your city.
right.
But interesting.
Because it's already in me, so I don't have to study it, because I don't have to study it because it's already inside of me. So I like to be different. Mm-hmm. And I love my culture and I still show love to it, but I just like to just be different. So I look at all types of stuff. So if you see like I'm from Houston, but I'm looking at URL rap, it's like, so then I'm different because I'm not what you would typically expect. Like, oh, you think I'm just gonna rap like Houston?
Yeah.
Or you think I'm just like, nah.
I would love to go to a battle rap show with you.
I would love to.
Can we make that a date?
I would love
one of my closest friends, Remy Ma, has her own rap battle league.
Really?
And it's all female. It's called Chrome 23.
I heard about it.
And it's all females. Mm-hmm. And she does these cards. Mm-hmm. And the last rap battle she did here in New York, it was like crazy. Packed wall to wall, but the stuff they be saying, I'm like, yo, how you not get punched in your face?
I'd be tight.
I be like, yo, how they know? They be hiring private investigators to do their research on their opponents. Like it's a real.
Oh, it's the investigation. Like,
yo, they go in like so they can have. Things to say about their opponent. I'm like, I was
wondering how did they know? I didn't know they go that far.
They go that far. I mean, it's a real deal because they get paid big money. Well, females don't get as paid as much as men, and that's why Remy started her own league because she wants to change that narrative and change the game. But they do get paid a lot of money. And that's what they do for a living. Go around the world touring and battling. And there's like a cult following in that. So I would love to do. I would love to go to one of those with you. That would be fun, right, battling?
Yes.
We gotta make a date.
I love battle rap. Every time I just get writer's block, I just watch it over and over, and then sometimes I start knowing it too much, and I be like, okay, let me go find something I ain't never heard. But I've seen them all. I've been watching them literally since I was probably 16.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how was it? I read somewhere that you actually went back and performed at your old high school.
I didn't perform. I shot the video.
You shot the video there.
Yeah.
What video was that?
That was Now What.
That's the one that went viral, right?
Yep.
Yes.
The Now What.
How cute was that you went back to your old high school and then it went viral?
You know what was crazy? I think it was God's plan, but it was crazy because I put up a post and said, who has an auditorium I can use? And just so happened my high school reached out and said, oh, I have, and I'm like, dang, that's crazy because I went here. Okay, bet, that's even better. So I put the little jacket together. It was like a Letterman jacket I had that was purple and white, and I just put patches on them and spelled out the name of the school and my name and went in there. And I don't know, and it was just history. It was so fire, and it came out so perfect, and that's why I think it went viral. Just the fact that it was
organic.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
Yeah, and what's crazy? I'm running down the halls and stuff, and it was still people in there.
You was reminiscing?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, it was certain hallways I go down, and I just think of certain things that I remember from that hallway.
What type of student was you in high school?
I was really bad. I was. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you.
I was bad too, girl.
I'm all nice looking now, but I was a rough ass kid. I was
skip
rough.
School a lot.
Definitely fought a lot. I did. I was a mademoiselle. It's like a sorority. I did. I did that, but I was in the streets, so I only stayed for the first 2 months of the semester. I also was a cheerleader and a volleyball player in elementary, but I got kicked off. So that kind of show you what kind of kid I was.
So rapping, when did you really fall in love with that? And you knew that not only fell in love with it, but also knew that this is what you were going to do.
In elementary, I think, that's 5th grade is elementary, right? So in 5th grade, I would sit at the back of the class, and I thought I was a poet, so I would just write it down. So while everybody is learning and paying attention. I never like I was just always in the journal writing. So I would write stories, books.
Wow.
I would design like clothes, on paper, and then I would do poetry. And so during 6th grade is when I actually started. I had LimeWire. I downloaded the instrumentals, and then I had this thing called Audacity. And so I took my mama headset from work.
And then you recorded right in there.
Yep. and then I used to, like, I started rapping because I would beef a lot. And I used to fight a lot, so I would beef a lot. And
you was writing your diss records?
Yeah, that's how I came out.
You was battle rapping?
Yeah, I was battle
rapping.
So I was popular because I was like the only girl that was doing that. And then probably the only kid at that time that young making, songs and music and stuff like that. So yeah.
That's cute. So what inspired the video with you and Rob? Because I know that went viral pretty good. By the way, your outfit I used as an inspo for my birthday party this year.
You doing a Freaknik type of vibe?
I did you had the old school what was it, airbrush shirt.
Oh yeah, so it's like 90s
vibes.
Yeah,
so I screenshotted your picture and I sent it to my stylist.
That's
and I'm
good.
like, find somebody to make me this, because it was
good.
a 90s theme party. That's my favorite genre of music.
Right.
The golden
Mine
era is
too.
my favorite.
Mine too. I should have been of age at that time. I would have took over. But what inspired it was, we sampled New Orleans Magnolia Shorty. We sampled her. So I just felt like from the bouncing and the twerking and the dancing, I felt like it just gave me 90s vibes.
Yeah.
Like, let's do this on some old school. We've had the backdrop that
Y'all
said,
had
fuck
everything.
bitches get
Y'all
money.
pull that picture up of me copying her style. I ain't gonna lie, I copied your whole shirt. I was like, find this style. I want this for my 90s party.
You gonna invite me to the next one?
To the next one.
Okay.
All right, so I wanted to ask you though, with this EP that you're dropping, it's an EP?
Yes.
Walk me through this EP and the sound and the growth and what we can expect out of the new project.
Okay. So with this project, this is my first project on the label. During the process of recording it, it was just, I was fighting, how can I say this? I came in and I just got my deal and I was excited, and everything that I told you like that was going on, I'm fighting through that. And so I'm trying to...
In your personal life?
Yeah, my personal life. So I'm trying to get adjusted as well to everything, all the, just being with a team and everything like that. So towards the end, I just started kind of like having fun, And so this tape just, it feels like me. I wanted to represent me. You talk about
some of those painful moments?
I did, but I did it in a nice, fun way.
So we talking breakup type
Nah,
vibes?
It wasn't like that.
Okay.
It was a little deeper than that. It was just, business type of stuff. But, with this tape, I'm talking about it, but I'm talking about it in a fun way. I wanted this tape to be just fun, Like, I didn't want to.
Yeah, you wanted to move away from that dark experience and get into the light a little bit.
And so that's why I said towards the end, I started having fun. And so it made me be like, let me pop my shit a little more. Let me, let me get back to Libre. Let me get back to the girl who got signed, So,
yeah. And I'm sure it's a lot of learning curves in this game, right? Mm-hmm. From the beginning, you just want to get on, to not really understanding the deals, what you're signing, what you're getting yourself into, and then unraveling all that. Now that you understand what the business is, you got to unravel all of that and put yourself on the right track.
Right.
And that could take a toll on someone.
Right. I think I was blessed, though, because, I never had to learn the hard way when it came to the business. I just learned and didn't, don't follow through.
Right.
And then I learned from that by being, getting in situations and stopping before it gets
too far
there.
in.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I learned from from that.
That means you got good intuition.
Yeah, I learned from that. So I'm a little smart.
Okay.
But so I feel like it represents me well, and the tape is just, I just like talking shit.
So you got any features? I know you got the song with Rob 49.
Yeah.
How did that relationship come about? I think I have an idea, but
The B.
The B? Yeah. The B.
The B, but he's so sweet and he's so nice and he's just like if you have you ever met him?
I met him through Barreline. So you guys have the same manager. The B is Barreline, who manages both of you.
Yeah.
And so y'all connected through management.
Yeah.
And then y'all just kind of hit it off. Because it looked like the chemistry in the video was all
he's
there.
So nice. Yeah. He's
He performed at Summer Jam this past year. So I got a chance to meet him.
Yeah, I can't wait till it's my turn. But yeah, so I have one with him, and then I have one with Babyface Ray, courtesy of Barreline.
The B.
And the B.
I like that.
And
that's a new nickname.
So I only have 2 features.
Okay.
2 features. I wanted it to mostly focus on me.
I like that though. Yeah. I like when artists do that. It gives us a chance to really get to know you.
Right.
You know?
You're right.
Which I read something that was very interesting to me, that you used to be a radio personality.
I knew you was going to say that. You know what? First off, I want to say, I am very appreciative that you went and you did your research and looked at all this. When you started talking about Brianna and all this, I'm like, okay, yeah, she did some digging. And I knew this radio thing was going to come up. I did do it. I had a radio show on a
computer,
yeah,
an app.
Right. And so
did you like it?
I did. I'm trying to figure out what made me do that. I don't know. I don't know, but
I thought you was maybe on the box in Houston.
No, I didn't get that far. I went back to rapping, but I still was rapping during the time. I think it was just I think somebody asked me to come in and be a host on it. Yeah. And so I did it, and I would go every week and do it.
Well, a lot of artists now are dipping into our world of
right.
hosting and being a personality.
Right.
I don't no longer call myself a radio personality because I do multiple platforms.
Right.
So I call myself like a multimedia host, like
Right.
a multimedia personality. So I say that to say is that you can still dip your foot in it because look, a lot of people are doing it. They taking our jobs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They taking everybody's jobs, child. Singers being rappers being singers. We just all mixed together.
All mixed together.
But yeah, I did do it for a short period. I think it was fun. I can't remember that time, but I think it was fun.
I don't quite remember it.
Right, I don't quite remember. There's so much that happened since then. That's why I'm saying, like, I've been just grinding for a long time. So I'm like doing different stuff and exploring everything musically. And it's just like,
now you're focused on music and perfecting that craft.
Right.
Yeah, I like that. So if you had a dream collabo, who would that be with?
Beyonce and Rihanna.
Oh,
I like put them together.
Oh, together, one song.
Nah, it could be one, but I'm gonna put them together for the answer. I'm not picking one.
I love that though.
I'm a Beehive member and a proud Navy member. For real.
She got a platinum card.
No cap.
I love that. So here's part of the show where we play a little game.
Okay.
Y'all ready for a game? Let's play a game. It's called This or That.
Okay.
I think I know the answer to this. Take out or dine in?
Take out.
Take
I like
out.
to go home sometimes. I like to go home most of the time.
Most
actually,
of the time,
yeah.
right?
Let's get the food and go.
Do you like TV series or movies?
TV series. Because I stay in the house for 3 days.
You like to binge.
I'm a homebody. Have you noticed that? I'm a homebody. Okay.
All right. Shopping in store or online?
Online.
Really? I would think you want to try clothes on.
No, because like when you online, you can like literally put stuff together without going in different stores, finding out they don't have shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you could just go online. Okay, I'm gonna leave this tab open. Go to this tab. Oh, this shoes go with this purse. You can literally Google.
But see,
red snakeskin boots.
You know what? You got the perfect body to online shop. Chicks like me, I gotta try it on. It gotta have that stretch. You know what I'm saying? They gotta have that stretch.
I don't like trying nothing on. Like I try it on when it come, and I'm a force it to fit.
Oh my gosh! All right, call or text?
Text.
Yeah, I'm a texter too. I'll be like, I'm busy
I'm
texting.
lying. Can I change my answer?
Yeah, go ahead.
Call.
Really?
Yeah.
How long?
I mean, if I like you, if I don't like you, like depending on what we talking about. So like, if it's business, text. I don't feel like talking about that shit. And then if it's somebody I don't like that, text. But then if it's somebody I like, then we ain't finna be talking. Like I sit on the phone with my homegirls while I'm food shopping.
Yeah.
And we just listen to each other breathe. I be like, girl, stay on the phone with me real quick. I'm walking in the store. Yeah.
Clubbing with your friends or date night with your boo?
Clubbing with my friends.
Yeah, getting ratchet.
Stalking your hey, and be on Instagram.
Making them jealous and shit. I know. Writing or freestyling?
writing because I feel like I can freestyle, but it's like writing, you get better bars. You're thinking about it, and I love to say things where people are like, "Oh my gosh, she said that," or "Oh, that was a good line," So I like to take my time.
Well, there you have it, everybody. This is it.
This is that.
Thank you so much for stopping by today, Lebra Jolie. Everybody, talk about the project, when it's out, where they can stream it. I'm gonna let you close out the show since you were the radio host back in the day.
First of all, I would like to say thank you for having me up here. I really appreciate it. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to take this with me.
No problem.
I hope that you enjoy the tape. I hope that you find something you like. And this tape, I hope from this tape that I gain a new audience. I hope that I feed the audience that I do have. And I just hope everybody prepare themselves for what's next because, now that I have this, I'm going to be able to just take my time a little more and really get on these motherfuckers' ass. But anyway,
okay.
So the EP is dropping on October the 7th. It's October the 7th. And it's called Libre Jolie, self-titled. And I can't wait till you guys hear it.
All right, there you have it, everybody. Make sure you stream it October 7th, Libre Jolie. It's Hot 97.
Let's go.